What's going on, all you wild ex-cons out there? Your two favorite mayors of Kingstown back here for Cinephellas. I'm Mayor Logan.
Hey, I'm Mayor Henry. How's everybody doing there tonight? We are back. Once again, we're reviewing one of the shows that we've been following since the beginning. It's one of the original OG original series on Paramount Plus. And it's, significant this year because it's Jeremy Renner's first acting gig, post the snowmobile accident, if you'll remember that from a few years ago. So he is back as Mayor Mike. He's Big Mike. And we're talking about season 3, episode 1 of The Mayor of Kingstown.
You are the mayor. Welcome to Kingstown.
Yeah, that's right. If you guys have been following our reviews of Mayor of Kingstown, the first 2 seasons, we really enjoy this. And there's a lot that's been going on in this show. This show is not very happy and uplifting. It's pretty much the opposite. Everything that you could think that would go wrong goes wrong in this show. And of course, Jeremy Renner in real life having that near-death accident, wasn't sure, if he was going to recover or, be alive. But thankfully he came back. One of his probably better, characters and performances that I've seen from Jeremy Renner, returning as Mike McLusky, of course, the mayor here, having to do with the prison system there in Michigan and everything, all the convicts and people he comes across and bad people, and it's just never a good situation. And that's where we're at. Season 3. It starts off with a bang, so to speak, of course, at a funeral, and things get wild.
Yep, the McCluskey's mom, she's passed away, obviously, from what happened at the end of the second season. It's her funeral. And there's an explosion at the funeral. It really kicks off the season into a high gear, and the typical, gloomy gray setting for this show. And it's really about these, the lives of Mike, the mayor here, the fixer of the town. And then you have his brother, old Oliver from the OC there. Kyle. That's right. His brother Kyle, the alcoholic cop, and dealing with everybody in this town, town that's known to have this big prison system and have all this crime and corruption going on. And this third season really sets up a new kind of threat that faces Kingstown here, a Russian mob. The Russian mob comes into town, and now Mike has to deal with the Russian mob, and he's going to have to use all his assets that he has at hand. He's going to have to, keep that relationship that he has with Bunny from the prison there. And, now he's faced with another threat coming into town after seemingly ending the threat of, old Aiden from the last season, guy from Game of Thrones. But as with anything in the Mayor of Kingstown, things are going to go crazy and get violent real fast, and they do in this season premiere too.
Yeah, that's one thing that always drew me in, how violent the show is, and they really kick it up a notch here. Season 3, especially the beginning, is just violence, everything you'd want in a show like this, and they really bring this, and it's really, really great seeing Jeremy Renner. I mean, he carries the show. He's the best character on the show. It's all about him anyways, how he fixes all these situations.
I like the relationship he has with Iris, who used to be, I think she was like a stripper at one point, and he kind of, took her under his wing and helped her out. She's being chased by these evil people that wanted to kill her, and, he kept her safe, and they still have a great relationship. There's that scene in this first episode where he's drinking, and, she's kind of trying to cozy up to Mike, and he doesn't even go there at all. He, is trying to protect her, and she kind of comes on to him. I remember that part from the episode, just seeing Mike's true colors. He really cares about her personally and wants to protect her, but he doesn't have any feelings for her. That's the kind of man that Mike McLusky is on this show. He wants things to go well and to protect the people that he loves, but seemingly every episode something happens in this shitty, gray, gloomy prison town, and with his family being, cops and having, his life based around violence, nothing seemingly ever goes well for him. Yeah, it's just looking for a happy moment in the show, but there is none to be found. But like you mentioned, it's great seeing Jeremy Renner back. He really does own this role and run this town, we'll say, and run this show. and he basically got crushed by a snowmobile. You know, he's lucky to be even walking, let alone acting.
I think Mike McLusky needs a vacation. Can we send him to like Disney World for a week or something?
Right.
Because dude is always working. It's something always going on. This show is all about worst case scenario. Every shitty, terrible situation you can think of happens in this. It's just constantly one thing after the next. And he stays pretty positive, and he still runs this town, the go-to guy for any sort of crazy situation. And Renner, like I said, one of his better performances outside. It's good to see him outside of, the superhero genre, getting back to the drama side where I think he shines the best, especially in this character. And I love the supporting cast as well in this show. I love seeing Hugh Dillon pop up. Taylor Sheridan shows. He's always great as the dickhead cop, and all the rest of the supporting cast. And the stakes are high in this. It's going to be a really super great season. I can see it happening already. They're setting it up nicely. So had a great time with the first episode, season 3. Check it out. It's on Paramount Plus right now. And we'll be back at the end of the season, do our full season review. So episode 1, season 3, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Hugh Dillon hair pieces.
Yeah, this is one of the OG Paramount Plus shows, and one of our favorites to review. It's just we just find it funny how nothing ever good goes for these brothers, these McLusky brothers in this family, seemingly cursed. But let's hope by the time this series wraps up, like maybe the last episode will be him finally getting to go off into the sunset and like enjoy retirement, like just live on the beach somewhere and not have any responsibilities anymore, just be a beach bum, just no more drama for Mike. Let's hope he fixes all of it. And hopefully his brother will not end up like in a pool of vomit and alcohol because that's all he does is drink.
Yep.
And now he has a family. So hopefully he turns things around. I'd like to see that character get his life in order too. But they've had so much happen to this McLusky family now. And with the mom, Diane Wiest, gone now, which kind of sucks because, of course, she was the mom from Lost Boys and hasn't been in a lot of projects lately, so it was nice to see her, and now her character's gone. But it gives the story, it pushes the story forward moving into this 3rd season, and I'm interested to see where it goes. Now we have the Russian mob here, so it's going to get messy. It's probably going to be a bloody, violent season. So let's see what happens. So with that being said, I'm going to give season 3, episode 1 of The Mayor of Kingstown. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 Mike McCready hair pieces. The inside joke there is I called Mike McLusky Mike McCready. Mike McCready is the guitarist for Pearl Jam.
It's an ongoing joke for over 2 years now. But anyways, this is going to be a blood-filled summer between this and House of the Dragon. So it's going to be a great summer for me and this guy to review. Bunch of great content. We got the Bear coming out too. I forgot about next week, I believe. So hell of a summer for reviews. But we're interested in hearing from you guys. What did you like about Mayor of Kingstown episode 1, season 3? What didn't you like about it? What's your favorite season? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Also check out these wild uncles on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for latest, greatest TV movie news and reviews.
Yeah, you mentioned some awesome TV shows coming. The Bear, I think we have the 90s show, season 2's coming on. So on the TV side, yeah, things are heating up for the summer here, and these boys are just getting cooking here. We got a lot of TV and a lot of summer blockbusters to go. So we are pretty excited to be back very shortly, within a few days here, and review a bunch more TV shows and movies for you guys. So thank you for watching our review of the first episode of season 3 of The Mayor of Kingstown. And until we meet again for the explosive finale and the whole entire season 3, I'm Henry Hill.
And I'm Logan McCready, signing out until the next TV review. Cheers!
Cheers!